Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to put my voice on this adjournment motion and thank the member who brought this up. Mr. Speaker, Northern Kenya and other parts of this country are facing serious drought. Particularly Northern Kenya, Mr. Speaker, it disturbs that a government cannot plan for what they know is the obvious. The weathermen predicted. And most importantly, when this government came in, the Kenya Kwanza government came into power, they had ideas on what can be done to avert a situation where continuously you are talking of the same thing. Mr. Speaker, remember, the feeding program in Northern Kenya was put to a hold because of a number of accountability issues. As we talk today, it continues to get worse in Northern Kenya. And somebody has to speak for Northern Kenya because it is part of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, you are talking of dams. You are talking of agriculture. These are potential areas where we could have a lot of productivity with proper planning. But Mr. Speaker, even before you talk of going to Singapore, talk of going to Mandera and having to do something that can change the lives of the people there. Mr. Speaker, when you talk about you want to do mega dams, in my estimation, we should have Mandera, Wajir, Marsabit as part of the counties that are targeted, not only for their livestock, but for farming, for their water to drink. Mr. Speaker, these are areas that must be targeted intentionally. And Mr. Speaker, this is not about going to Northern Kenya and saying, you are part of my government. No, it is by actual planning. We should see in the current estimates that will be in the House soon, in the supplementary budget that is supposed to be here, we should see intentions to make sure that there are strategies towards averting the problem that we have. Yes, it should be declared a disaster, and nobody should feel ashamed that Kenya is in this crisis, because if we do not accept there is a problem, then we will not have means and ways of sorting it out. And I want to thank the members from the Northern Kenya because they have raised this issue continuously, but unfortunately the executive has continued to ignore a problem that they know exists. Mr. Speaker, there are parts of this country that were not potentially areas of agriculture, but over time, Taita Taveta, for instance, the lower part of Kajiado, Narok, but over time, because of strategies, there are plans to make sure that there are strategies towards mitigating the problem of drought. I want to say that, Mr. Speaker, if this goes on, it affects all of us. And like they say, whatever affects one directly affects all of us. So I want to speak today that Northern Kenya is part of Kenya, and we must put in plans and let the executive not give us stories of saying that they want Northern Kenya to be part of government. Let them show by budgeting, by putting in strategies. And let me say also that Kajiado, Narok has also been affected by the same. Our livestock, we might not have meat in Nairobi because the livestock that comes, the meat that people get in Nairobi comes, which is largely consumed in Nairobi, comes from the Northern Kenya, comes from Kajiado, from Narok. And as we talk today, our livestock has been affected heavily. And I want to say that today, we must all speak on behalf of the drought-hit areas, and specifically Northern Kenya, and the good people out there, like His Excellency Rigathigachagua, who speak on behalf of Northern Kenya, must continue doing the good job. Thank you very much.